Today we'll be reacting to a video titled I bought the first ever Ultra phone. Is it still Ultra? Without further ado, let's get into it.
I picked that one. Whoa. So this is the ultra wide. This is the 5x zoom, 18 times. Whoa, it's shaky.
Okay, so as you can tell, this video is gonna be about Samsung S20 Ultra. The first Samsung phone to bring like super zoom capabilities. And could you believe this? You know that back in the time, 5 years ago, yes, 5 years, that phone used to cost, of course, 100 euros plus. Excuse me, 1,000 euros plus. My bad. But now it costs about 150 euros. Amazing. And I mean, one would expect the phone to still be an ultra phone, we know, with ultra capabilities. But is this true? Is it living to the hype 5 years later? Well, it seems like not really, because as we can see, as we've just seen actually by this zoom testing, photos are garbage. But I would argue that they were already garbage at the time, and it was more of an advertisement trick and more of a gimmicky, just to say that this phone can do this thing, so you should buy it because no other phone can do it. When in reality the phone itself wasn't really that good at doing that either, especially if you were to compare with cameras with amazing zoom capabilities.
Both of these phones look disgusting in 8K. I don't think much has been improved. I actually don't understand what's the point of this. They both look like a crayon drawing.
So as you can see, Snowball, the YouTuber who made the video, is now testing the video quality of both this phone and also comparing it with OnePlus 12. And yes, both are garbage. And it's amazing because these are phones that were advertised as capable of recording in 8K. But if we all remember how was 8K back in the day, it was like hyper saturated videos with a lot of crop in, and they weren't that good. No, and they indeed look like crayon drawings, and it will get even worse if you bring it to low light, because that's a special situation that we know it only really got better once AI and computing got way better at brightening those scenarios. But yes, I mean, and this one used to cost 1,000 euros plus, so it's amazing. I don't know, it was the best we had at the time. I hope so it was.
And the haptics on this thing are crazy. So if I just type something and then the spacebar, and it's not one of those cheap
and yet again we're finding more problems or like things that the phone is not so good at in comparison, of course, with the phones that we have right now, which are 5 years ahead in technology. That matters, of course, but still, this was a 1,000-year phone. It's amazing to look. It feels like we're looking at a dinosaur, a prehistoric thing which does nothing correctly. It's amazing. We've talked a bit about a camera. We talked a bit about both photos and videos. We can even talk a bit about the focus issues that this phone had in the day, because Samsung hadn't introduced laser autofocus yet with a special sensor. So it's amazing how many things they hadn't gotten right yet. And yet this was the best we had at the time. It's amazing to compare it, and I would say I like to think that in terms of flagships and ultra phones, there's always these few things that, regardless of how many years old they are, they still are top tier at doing those things. But in regards to this phone, I'm still looking for that. I would say maybe the processor, because it's still a flagship processor. But we all remember that at this time there were two variants of phones, both the Exynos variant and the Snapdragon variant. So you could even get a variant that it's not that powerful as you would expect for the price. So it's really hard to feel good about these past times.
We left it behind. Now, to answer the question, does it still feel ultra? Kinda. We still haven't really gone above these specs.
So the creator of this video, Snowball, ends up with the conclusion that he still feels like this phone is still ultra. Well, I'm not sure if I 100% agree with this, because clearly this is a phone that has been bypassed by a new generation. A lot of the things that we've discussed are things the phone can't match in comparison to what we have available today. And I would even say that the last thing the phone could be good at, which is everyday tasks and by extension processing power and battery, you'd probably be able to find a 200, 300 euro phone, a mid-ranger that does those things incredibly good and is incredibly fluid and has 120 Hz, and it's amazing to use on a daily tasks. So I don't think this is a good business. Of course, this is still a fossil, it's a testament to a different era of Samsung history, and it's still an amazing phone if you want to have it, just to have it as a souvenir. That's my view. Please let me know what you think about all this in the comments.